Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Hi guys, welcome back to another Vlogmas. Look who's here. Say hi. She's coloring, and don't worry, nothing's wrong with her eye. She just has to wear an eye patch to prevent her from getting a lazy eye. Huh. What's on your eye patch today? Pandas? Are those pandas? Today I've literally been doing nothing. Oh my gosh, look at Solo. What? You see all the presents? You see all the presents?
Yeah,
You can't open them yet. You can't open them. Anyway, I thought it'd be fun to do a little Q&A live instead of just on Instagram. So I'm gonna go on Instagram right now and wait a little bit and just do a question and answer for you guys, because literally I have not done anything today besides edits and upload vlogs, and I'm finally caught up with the Vlogmas all over again. And tonight we have a little dance Christmas recital for one of my mom's friends' kids, and my aunt just dropped her off because she had to go to work, so she's gonna come with us. So yeah, I'm gonna go on Instagram really quick, ask for you guys to ask me some questions in the meantime before we head out.
My wallet, or are you using
Here,
your app?
I'll use my app.
Mama,
Monday.
you said that?
What?
Yeah, Mama. Hi.
So we came to Starbucks. We already left the house. We ended up leaving a little bit early, so I couldn't do my Q&A yet, but I took a peek. Oh, my mom has my phone. I took a peek at some of the questions you guys are asking me, so I'm super excited. Monday. Just getting some Starbucks little pick-me-up since I'm kind of dead. My mom is too. Even though my mom has like 5 cups of coffee a day. I'm just kidding.
Liar.
I love their
Do you guys
holiday
still carry
cups.
the sugar packets? Can I get 3?
I got a cold brew.
3, okay?
If you guys haven't tried this, I really liked the pumpkin cold brew that they had last season. So this season for Christmas they have the Irish cream. It's actually really good. I like it. So, and I like that I literally can order it like this. I don't have to get almond milk or anything because it's just Irish cream.
Mama,
Yes?
Mama, I want ice cream.
It's not ice cream, it's Irish cream.
I want ice cream.
You can't have ice cream, you're sick.
Yeah. Hi guys, I'm back home and I'm finally getting to sit down and do the Q&A, and what better way than to do it in front of the tree and still be festive for Vlogmas. Many questions. So I'm gonna start all the way at the bottom. Where or from whom do you get your fashion inspo from? If you have been here since the beginning, you guys know that I was never a fashion kind of person. I always wanted to get into it, but it was really hard knowing what kind of stuff I was into. Plus, you know, balling on a budget. I didn't have a lot of money to spend to get a whole new wardrobe all the time, you know. But I definitely, when I was like first up and coming, realizing what kind of style that I wanted to lean more towards into, which is kind of stuff that I wear now. It's more like on the casual, comfy streetwear side. That's kind of like how I describe it. I used to get my inspo from Sherry Madeline on Instagram. She's just, I still sometimes get my inspo from her. She just wears everything so nicely. Like, she makes everything she wears look comfortable and everyday wearable. I would say now at this point, I really don't get my fashion inspo from like certain people. I just kind of look at my closet, look at my pieces and style them together, which is nice because now I can finally say that like I have my own style. I really want to answer this question because I've been getting it a lot. I kind of skimmed through these when I got the chance, and this seems to be most common. And I feel like I get this every time I do a Q&A. This question is, what's your plan B if YouTube doesn't end up continuing for you later on? Will you ever go back to school? Like, I get a lot of the school questions a lot. I don't really have like a backup plan because I don't want that to be, like, that's not what I would call it. I have a lot of aspirations, you guys. Like, I have so many goals that I want to accomplish, and YouTube isn't just my number one. It's not just my only aspiration. It's not my only thing that I want to just keep pursuing. I want to do a bunch of other things, which is why I do like Instagram stuff a lot more often now. If you guys have been following me for a little while, you guys know that I want to come out with my own clothing line. I eventually would love to do maybe like some makeup collaborations, because that was always my first love, was makeup. I don't think I would ever come out with my own makeup line. You never know. Maybe God will put that on my heart later on too. But definitely I see myself doing like collabs, like how people do collabs with certain makeup brands, aka Laura Mercier would be my number one. Just putting that out there. I love Laura Mercier. I have a lot of things. Again, I want to start a podcast. I have always said that I want to write a book and come out with a book. I thought about going into business school. I've done a lot of research when it comes to that, and I've heard that in a lot of places, most schools, when it comes to business courses, they basically teach you all the old school methods. Like, a lot of people I've seen, like, I've read things, I've seen videos on it. A lot of people claim that when it comes to like business and the marketing side, because that's the side that I would really look into, because I want to do like my own brand, my own, you know, basically my own company of things. They teach you like the old school ways of marketing when it comes to like the news and, you know, different little things, versus now in this generation, it's all social media, which I feel like everyone teaches themselves how to use it now. Teachers aren't really up to date, and if they are, that's really amazing and that's really cool, but for the most part, they're just stuck on the old school ways. However, I would still love to learn a lot more of the business stuff. Even if I don't go back to school, I could take like online courses. I also have really been getting more into like being an esthetician, like a certified esthetician. I love skin. I love everything to do with skin. I'm that person. I can't watch like pimple popping type of thing, but I can watch like clearing people's pores. I love that. I love learning about different skin types. I love using different skin products to see what works for different people's skin types. Like, I'm very into that stuff. So lately that's kind of been on my mind. It's like becoming a certified esthetician, like being able to give my friends and family facials and like telling them how to treat their skin, because honestly that's my number one thing, is people are always asking me about my skin and I'm always giving tips and tricks. But I think it'd be really cool to become like a certified esthetician and like even do that on the side. You know how JD Wadey 180 does it? Like, she has a whole like series on her channel about skincare and giving certain people facials just to like collaborate with them and like do all that amazing stuff to the skin. It's so soothing. I definitely don't plan on giving up on YouTube, because it was my first ever like real job that came into play, basically, because I really didn't expect it to turn into this, which is amazing. But yeah, I have many plans, not just plan A or plan B. A lot of different goals that I want to accomplish. Am I planning on doing any meet and greets soon? Honestly, that's all up to you guys. If you guys want me to do a meet and greet, let me know. It would definitely be here somewhere in SoCal in Orange County. We could even maybe do it out in LA. It's just a matter of finding somewhere to do it and how big of a crowd I'd be expecting. When we went on road with Sephora Collection, I did meet and greets in Austin, Texas and Houston, Texas with Olivia Jade and Saria Jade, and it was honestly so much fun, but I think doing it on my own would be super nerve-wracking, but also I definitely had a lot of fun, so I would say I'm definitely up for it, but you guys have to let me know, because honestly, if there's only gonna be like 5 to 10 of you guys, we might as well just meet up and like spend the day together. But yeah, if we do a whole meet and greet, that's definitely something that we have to do a lot of work for, and it's really just me who does all this stuff. I don't really have like a management team or anyone behind me, so it'd be a lot of work. What's my favorite skincare products? I love moisturizer. I just love moisturizer. I love it any time of the year, like over the summer, even when I get like oily. Right now when I get dry, you know, I'd be loving it, but definitely moisturizer. I could literally never live a day without moisturizer, and that includes chapstick because that's moisture for your lips, and definitely can't live without that. Next question is, what are your tips on growing your hair long? I also got another question asking if I'm planning on growing out my hair or going back to short hair. Right now, I am planning on growing it out, as you can tell. Haven't cut it, otherwise I would have kept it short for a little while since I did cut it, but I am planning on growing it out. I have a plan as to when I'm gonna cut it short again. We'll see. Honestly, I go back and forth every single day on just chopping it off again because I love my short hair, but everyone around me has been telling me to grow it out. It's been years since I've had it pretty long, since my cheerleader days, so I think it is time to grow it out for a little while and keep it long for a little while. I mean, it obviously takes way longer to grow it out long than it does to just go and chop it off and keep it short. But back to the question on tips on how I grow it out. I tell my boyfriend this because my boyfriend has super long curly hair, and he's always asking me like, how is it that your hair is like shiny, healthy, and long and beautiful and all this and that. You know, my tips are, don't wash your hair every day because you're drying out your scalp. No matter the time of the year, you're drying out your scalp by washing your hair every single day. I wash my hair like once or twice a week, and if I put like hairspray and all that stuff in my hair, I immediately wash my hair that day or the next. Like, I just don't want that gunk sitting in my hair because that's not healthy either. I don't put heat in my hair every day. When I wash my hair, I use castor oil and I put it on my hair when it's damp, and then I'll blow dry my hair, or you could like air dry your hair. I blow dry my hair because I just want it to be like, I like giving myself a little blowout. Also, take your vitamins. Vitamins help just nourish everything in your body. Obviously, you want your hair to be nourished because that's coming from your scalp and your head, and you want to keep your scalp healthy. Also, use shampoos and conditioners that are good for your hair. Let's get into boyfriend questions. How long have you and your boyfriend been dating? So, my boyfriend and I have been dating since our freshman year in high school. Literally the year after I graduated, we took some time apart for a good year. So this upcoming January, we will be together for 5 years. Because if we didn't take that break, then we would have been together for 6 years. So technically we're only going to be together for like another year again. But I mean, in actuality, when you've been dating for years, you just combine them. So this upcoming January, we will be dating for 5 years already. We met in middle school, started dating in high school. My thoughts on marriage, and this came in different question forms. So basically someone said, do you think Erin and you will get married? And if so, how do you not get scared if it may not work out? Of course I get nervous. I feel like everyone gets nervous in the fact that you're literally committing your whole lives together, and not in a bad way, just nervous that like this is literally lifelong, like this is a for real thing. But like when my friends and I talk about this, I really don't get scared about it. And I don't know, I think a lot of it has to do with my faith in God. Him and I both have God as our main figure, and this is what, you know, we always say to each other too is this is what you basically figure out in church. You go often, that God is your number one, and then here's you two, and together we're basically like this, and then him and I. So we have God, and then we have each other, and you're just a triangle of love together in a really beautiful, peaceful way. And I think that's why it doesn't scare me, and I don't think it scares him, because we talk about it pretty often. I think it has a lot to do with that, because honestly, if him or I didn't have God in our lives, I really don't think it would work out. Like, I'm being real. I told you guys to ask me anything and y'all went for it, so we're getting into it. Someone said, how do you feel about birth control and which menthols have you tried? To be honest, people, I'm 20, I'm gonna be 21 in March. I've never been on birth control. I have heard so many things about it, even from, you know, the women in my life. I remember when I was younger, I think I was in like high school. This might be TMI, but I get it from my mom, just a heavier flow. And I remember like this YouTuber that I was watching, she said that she went on it because she heard from one of her close friends that it actually helps with your period and all the pains that come with it, being back pain, cramps, the flow. And when she shared her experience, she said that all of that was true and it all ended up working out for her. So she went on birth control for those reasons. And I remember in high school, I told my mom, I was like, I want to be on it because the pain that I get is just beyond, and also the flow, want to fix that up. My mom told me no, and I'm glad she told me no, you guys. I wasn't really upset. I was just kind of like, why? Like, it, you know, help me. It's not that I'm having sex. That was why, because it was, I wanted to help my period. But I'm really glad that she didn't, because now as I'm older and hearing all these different stories is like just crazy what it does to your body. I'd rather not put my body through that. You guys know I'm very into skin, very into taking care of yourself, very into being like healthy in a sense of like remaining healthy, like physically and mentally healthy. And I would not want to like put my body through those medicated hormones that that God didn't intend it for. Like, that stuff is man-made, it's not God-made. You guys might hate me for saying this, but honestly I really don't care. Like, in the end, he didn't intend that for that to be in my body. I would much rather go through this pain and deal with it naturally. And it's really not necessarily to even be on like for sex. Like, if you don't want to have a kid, you literally control that. So I don't think you need birth control, sis. Would you consider doing an updated workout routine? Yes, I just need to get back in the gym, and once I do, I will film that and put it up for you guys. It's these holidays, man, and I keep saying that I'm gonna start it every week, and every Monday comes around and I'm over it, and then the days after that, I'm over it too. How do I edit my photos? Basically, how do I get like my natural look? I'm getting this a lot. I'm getting like, do you have presets and all that stuff? I edit my photos with different apps on the daily, so I will definitely have a video up for you guys because I get that so often. Because I use so many different apps, that's why I'd rather just make a whole separate video for that, and it'd be way easier than to just sit through this whole Q&A and, you know. What is my favorite thing about the holidays? Honestly, I love everything about the holidays. I love food for Thanksgiving, and I love being around my family for Thanksgiving. I love being around my family always during the holidays. When it comes to Christmas, you know I love my Christmas tree. I honestly, if I could wrap gifts all year long, I would wrap gifts all year long. I love putting gifts together. I love wrapping gifts. I love going to go see Christmas lights. I love drinking hot chocolate. I love eating. I love Christmas music. Love it. I don't think there's something that I don't like about the holidays. It's just so nice. It's magical? I get this question a lot too. I'm really surprised because I feel like I post about it so often now. It's about my lashes. Are they lash extensions? Are they falsies? Are they my real lashes? They're lash extensions. I get lash extensions. They're like literally, I need a fill really bad. I'm going tomorrow, but I get lash extensions. I've been getting lash extensions for a few months now, I think going on like 6 months. After this month, the only reason I've really been getting them is because of the holidays and not really wanting to do my makeup all the time, and I love the way lashes look on everyone. Like when you don't wear makeup, they just bring out your eyes so much, I feel like. Obviously you're beautiful either way, but I get my lash extensions from my cousin. She's home-based and she's out in Riverside, so it's a little whiles away from me, but honestly it's worth it to me. I love her pricing, I love the equipment, like I love everything. I love the fact that my real eyelashes stay intact and healthy. Could you do more makeup tutorials? Yes, that has been on my mind lately. I started with makeup. I need to get back into makeup. Honestly, I was really bummed out at the fact that I didn't participate in any Halloween makeup tutorials this year. I definitely do want to get back into doing like good quality makeup tutorial videos, so new year coming for you. This one's one that I'm getting often too, and I get this in my DMs a lot, about my piercings. How badly did they hurt? Which ones do you have? Are you planning on getting more? Yes, I am planning on getting more ear piercings. Honestly, my lobe ones, you know, I'm Hispanic, so I got them when I was a baby. So I don't really remember those, and it's literally skin. Like, Air got his as when he was older, and he said it didn't really hurt. My cartilage piercings I got when I was in middle school, and these ones, they did it with a gun. And at that time, I did not know that doing piercings with a gun is a no-no. I did mine in the mall in one of those little center things. I always forget what they're called, but like basically in the middle of the mall, they have those like jewelry stands, and they did piercings. So I didn't go to like Claire's or anything. Yeah, that's where I got mine. And I did both my cartilage. It was a Christmas gift to me. I specifically remember that. And I was like 13, and it felt like a pinch. I had to hold my dad's hand. I remember holding my dad's hand, and one tear came out when they did this ear. Because I don't know, maybe this ear was just a little bit more sensitive, but when they were done, like I felt like I was that meme where I sucked up the tear right up, because it really just felt like a needle went through my ear really quick, and that was it. Like it was pretty painless besides a little pinch. I got my conch piercing earlier this year in April. Alex and I both got them. She actually convinced me to get a conch piercing because I was gonna get another cartilage on just one ear. But she said that she wanted to get a conch piercing because we saw someone there who had it, and it looked really cute because she had like a little cuff on it too. And I went first, so Alex saw how she literally did it, and this chick was legitimate. She was the one who even told me not to ever go with a piercing that uses a gun. So she did it with a needle. Now the piercing part did not hurt. The piercing part, she shoved the needle. I have a video, so I'll put it on here when I was filming as she did it, but I didn't even see it in the video until Alex pointed it out to me because of her face in the video. Poked the needle through, then she left the needle right there in the middle of my ear as she got the hoop and then stuck it, like removed the needle and stuck the little hoop in really quickly. What hurt the most, and I think this is why my healing has taken so long, I think she said it takes about 3 to 6 months for a conch piercing to heal. So it depends on the person and how well you take care of it while it's healing. But I think why mine took so long to heal was because she could not close the hoop. She was tugging at my ear, and like it hurt so bad because it was newly pierced, and she was tugging it. Like Alex said, there was so much blood coming out when she was doing that that like she couldn't believe how she was like handling my ear, because at first it was so numb that I couldn't feel it, but then when she kept doing, she was at it for like a good, I want to say like 5 minutes before she finally was able to close it, and my ear was like bloody. So then Alex went and she was like all freaked out because of that, but then with Alex's she was able to clip it on right away. So yeah, mine definitely took a little while to heal, but it's all good now and I really like it. Am I moving out anytime soon? Not exactly. My next move would be getting like an office space, like a headquarters space. Since I do plan on coming out with my own clothing line and all that stuff, it's definitely something I want to look into, is just having my own office space, my own studio space. That way I'm able to have a set location to build a set and never have to take it down, leave it there and go there to go film, a place to be able to take my clothing brand pictures, basically like a set space. It's just always been a dream of mine to have something like that. My brother wants to stay here for school. I want to stay out here, but my parents definitely want to move out of state. So if and whenever they do, depending on it being sometime soon, we've talked about just keeping this house and having my brother and I stay here while they venture out on their own, get something nicer, much bigger, out of state. And obviously I wouldn't stay here forever, and neither would my brother, but definitely together for now until, you know, he gets up on his feet and gets married, builds a family on his own as I. So yeah. Do I want kids? Of course I do. How was your homeschool experience? It was amazing. I loved it. And I wasn't homeschooled, I was online school. Like I did online school. And my mom still got to see everything that I did, all my grades, got to talk to all my teachers. But I feel like everyone was just happier. Like I'm talking about like my teachers. My teachers sounded, looked like they were just happier. Like they didn't have miserable lives like I thought my teachers had in like public high school. Like I looked at my teachers and they just seemed miserable because of how mean and rude and grumpy they were. And like that's just not what school is about. Like they're getting paid, first of all, to teach us, and they need to be in a good mood. They need to care about our education, and I just didn't get that. My online school is also tuition free, and I know a lot of online schools aren't. Like you have to pay to be online school. You have to like literally enroll and pay a tuition. My online school was amazing, and I still had like a prom and a homecoming and different little meetups and field trips all throughout. Because we were SoCal based, and I think there was like a NorCal based online school also through the same school. I went to Connections Academy, or I did online for Connections Academy. Amazing school, amazing. And we had a graduation that was even better than I knew the one in high school, we like in public school we'd get. And this is where I leave you. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I definitely will be doing this more often. Thanks for watching again. I love you guys all so much. Thank you for all your questions. Happy holidays, you guys. I will see you tomorrow for another one.